some extra work there in that year? Is that just to get it in before you get the season going, or?
Yeah, I'm just where I feel like everybody, fans, players, ready for the season. Like they say, come for real. So we're excited for next two, and then go back home.
Curious, what do you see when you look at just now that you've gone through preseason training camp and where the squad is right now going into the season?
Like mentally,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think everybody or 90% of the players love it preseason. I feel like it's just the reps and some people condition and stuff. But obviously, probably more for coaches to just see. And I feel like just that's behind us, so it's good.
Jusuf, you're brought in to kind of be a rebounder, defensive anchor in the system. What are your thoughts just about filling that role and the expectations you put on yourself for this season?
I mean, nothing new. I feel like it's just the stuff we've been working on. Now is just a count. And I feel like for me, personally, I'm high on myself and what they're asking me to do. I really believe I'm confident that I'm going to do their job right. And they do the same. I feel like they put belief in me in the right ways. And I'm ready to do it. I mean, it's going to take, don't get me wrong, we're twisted. It's going to take full team to do it and be same page. And to know how much it's mean to get rebound and to box out your own players and to be on the same page. I think we understand that so far.
We were talking to KD, and he was saying, he feels it's important to develop chemistry with his big man. You've been able to find him on some back cuts and things like that. Just how do you feel that chemistry is developing between you two?
I think it's going to just get better, personally. I think he didn't, disrespect to a lot of, players he played with. I don't think he played, with a player like myself. I just want to see somebody like him getting more open shots, backdoors, easier points. Even everything he do feels like easy as hell. Like, just he's such a great player that a lot of times I'll be just passing the ball to see what's going to happen, looking in practice. But I think I'm going to make a lot easier for Book, Beal, and everybody in the team.
You're familiar with Drew's game. He was in that passing role a little bit last game as well.
He was in my bag, yeah. I mean, I'm excited. Everybody. Obviously we have 18 players now, new CBA. Like, I feel like it's sometimes NFL team. Like, just how many players we got, which is excited and super happy for the people who get opportunity. I think a dream, come true to see these players getting opportunities. So I feel like during the season, you never know what's going to happen, so you have to stay ready. And like Coach said, first week you might need rotation, but second, third, fourth, who knows? So I think that's important to people understand. But I feel like everybody who was playing did give, best shot and compete for the minutes and earn the minutes.
We saw him. You've seen him dunk on people before, but that dunk he had on Rui the other night, what did you think of that?
Nothing new, man. Drew, he's sneaky. He'd be getting some up.
Do you remember the first moment in practice where you saw that in Portland? You were like, oh my goodness.
In Portland, I don't know if he did a lot of those, especially in practices, because we was playing more like post. He would try to take charges and flop. So it's like, at some point the coaches was calling that foul, like offensive foul. So I was on coaches to not call that, so he was just on the ground. So. But yeah, I love Drew.
A lot of the mentality for Frank has to do with physicality. He's coached a lot of big bodies over the years. You're the latest one. How much do you feel like it's part of your responsibility on this team to be the guy leading the charge there with physicality?
I mean, like I said, the coach has really good experience with the bigs, and I'm excited at that part. I think he's genius what he's trying to do defensively, regardless who you play. Adjustments. Some people can be afraid to adjustments in the game days, but I feel like at the end of the day, the playoffs time, it's just adjusting thing. And, you have to know personnel, who you're gonna, how the way people you're gonna guard, and I think he's really genius at that. As long as we execute his plan, I think we're in good shape.
You guys have not a traditional point guard and a multiple ball handler attack. What's it been like just as a big playing within that, and how do you think that's looked so far?
I think the game is so much changed that there is no position no more. Mm-hmm. Literally, like you can start me at the point guard, the book in the center, and it doesn't really matter no more. Like, I feel like obviously it's helped when you have a team with a traditional point guard or whatever you call that. But I feel like personally no more is just looking for the positions, how much skill set you have. and you can see by how we drafting people. Like these young kids can do a lot of things. Like probably 20 years ago, you will look at the bigs, oh, he can do certain things good, and that's good. But now you have to dribble, have to pass the ball, you have to be able to space the floor, set screens and tap and goes, and I feel like a lot of things change. But I feel personally, I don't think positions no more required. So requiring certain things that now you really need to be, really point guard or real center. Now, if small ball is the thing, are the people are centers who they play small ball? Like KD at the 5, LeBron at the 5. Like, I think the certain thing is the same. Look at it like a point guard thing. It's just personal opinion. So.
You mentioned having to be able to do a little bit of everything. On the shooting front last year, you had a career year, got up the most attempts you ever had. How important was that for you to add that to your arsenal?
I felt like I always have that. It's just which coach would let me do it. And I think Chauncey was, his staff, Roy Rogers, was really into that. Like, give me an opportunity to shoot in the game because that's the only you can get reps. Like, you can practice as much as you want. And the other day, you can beat Jordan in practice. If you don't play, then it doesn't mean you're going to translate it, right? And I feel like they would really give me the confidence not the confidence in shooting wise, just the opportunity to do it. And it was big for me, for the team, to be able to space the floor. But obviously, maybe Frank don't see that, or whoever. I'm here to do whatever he asking for me. So some open shot might take it just in case. But if he said no, don't take threes, I'm not going to take threes. I'm not against that. Even I know I'm capable of doing. But like I said, I came here really to help the team win. So whatever it takes, I'm willing to do. So because it doesn't matter my stats. If we walk in with the win, I'll be happy as God on earth. So.
Jusuf, with it being the MVP season now, do you feel like you've meshed in quicker than you would have thought coming in here?
I mean, that question is hard to answer. I feel like preseason, like I said earlier, I feel like a lot of people don't take serious as far as like stats, and you can see some people in a really chance. But to your point, I feel like I'm still adjusting to play with the players we have. But at the same time, defensively, I have to be on top of the things in the opening night and go forward. So it's not like I'm looking for excuses. I feel like I learned that with Dame. There's no excuses. You just play good or bad. That's simple as that.
You have the favorite colorway for book one so far?
Favorite color his shoes?
Yeah.
I didn't see a lot of those. He hiding them. I needed. But yeah, that's a dope shoe. I feel like they did a great job. And I'm trying to force him to put 18 so I can wear it. I'm not the small guy, so he need to work out that one. Either the main time I'm just gonna steal a KD, so you have the same size. So I'm good either way.
Thanks.
Yep, you're welcome.